Welcome to the Nightly Rant. I'm Mike.
And I'm Torya.
This is the show where we talk about the awful things that have happened in our day, the awesome things that have happened in our day,
and all the things in between.
Thanks for listening, and we truly hope you enjoy.
Do you miss the glory days of talk radio, where the hosts knew their stuff and were not spreading fake stories? What would it be like if those same hosts could speak their mind and not have to answer to management for it? I have just the thing for you. Spencer Hughes Podcast Adventures is the new show from Spencer Hughes, formerly of Fox News Radio and a host of other places. For as little as $1 a month, you can have access to Spencer again. His insights will make you think, and his humor will make you laugh. This is your chance to help a man build his dream and support his family. Head over to patreon.com/Spencer Hughes today and subscribe to one of the several levels you can choose from. You will not be disappointed in the content you are going to begin receiving. Patreon.com/Spencer Hughes. Adventurous content, the way radio used to be.
So, we both had our annual physicals today.
Yep.
And, I don't know. It just kind of pointed out to me that last time when we had our physicals, we said we were going to be healthy and we were going to make major changes, and we really didn't. But we're trying now.
Are we?
I think so.
Yogi, shut up. That is the opposite.
But we're trying now.
Are we?
I think so.
Okay.
What do you think of
your
these?
word for it.
What do you think of these new water bottles that we got?
I think that mine is cool and irritating as fuck all at once.
Explain.
Well,
first of all, tell them what it is.
No, you tell them what it is, then I'll tell you why.
So, okay, the water bottle is from a company called Cirkul. Cirkul. And I'm going to start out right now with the mandatory information that I do not make any money for talking to you about this.
Zero.
But
it's just a cool thing
they designed, it's just a typical plastic bottle. It's nothing special. And then the top is where it's kind of special because the idea is to give not a heavy flavor, but just like a slight flavoring to your water.
Or a heavy flavor if you must.
So they've designed this cartridge system that goes into the top. It screws down into the top, and then the cartridge dips down into the water. Now, at first, I thought it was flavoring the water. But what actually happens is as you drink the water, it filters the water through there and adds a touch of flavor, and you get to dial it from a 1 to a 10, the intensity level.
Yes. And they have a very large variety of flavors, from fruit punch to strawberry watermelon to orange to, I don't know, I think I have cherry over there somewhere.
Yeah, agreed. A lot of flavors. And it's good because it encourages you to drink water.
Yep. I like it. And it's easier than making an entire pitcher of drink mix.
Yeah. It's pretty darn nifty. And what they do, of course, is they have a subscription service for their flavors. And that's where they're making the money. So they basically sold you the bottle for the cost of the shipping. So
yeah, we got the free trial.
You covered that for them.
For $5. I don't really know how that's a free trial, but alright. If it's truly free, why do I have to pay shipping?
Yeah, well.
Fascists.
It worked out for them, didn't it?
Yep.
Here we are. But that's just, I don't know, I think we both need to focus on being healthier in the next coming year. And our listeners should hold us accountable for being healthier.
You gonna let me tell you what I don't like about my water bottle?
Yeah, sure. I forgot you were going to tell us about what you don't like about your water bottle. Sorry about that.
It leaks.
Mine doesn't leak.
Mine leaks a crap load.
Mine doesn't leak at all.
Almost every time, and I've tightened it.
Mine doesn't leak at all. Maybe you have it too tight.
No, I untightened. I could untighten it, I suppose. Now I can't get it apart.
See?
Whatever, I don't even care right now.
But mine doesn't leak at all. Seriously,
every time I go to drink, it pees all over me.
Has not leaked once. It's really weird. So something's different.
Yeah, well. The one thing I think would be smarter about their design, too, is... See? It's peeing on me. Why does the top part... Like, why does the part you put your mouth on have to be replaceable as well? Why isn't it just a cartridge you screw into the bottom of the lid so that you could use it as a regular water bottle if you had the inkling?
You just answered your own question. So if you're designing a product, what are they making the money on? They're not selling you water. They're not selling you more water bottles. They're selling you cartridges. That's what they're selling you.
I know, but I still feel like people would buy them.
If you make it so that they can use the water bottle as a regular water bottle, you just defeated the entire purpose of their business model, which is to sell you those filters.
I think people would still buy them. I also think it'd be cheaper for them because they'd only have to ship you this little tiny bottom part each time and not the whole plastic top.
It's an interesting question for them to answer. Mm-hmm. Maybe we should email them and ask them that question.
I'm going to email them and ask them why my water bottle leaks so much.
Well, you should do that. And then also we'll ask them why they don't just make it so you can have a normal water bottle.
My bet is the idea to make it a regular water bottle is already patented by someone else. A cartridge you attach to a regular water bottle lid.
Could be. That's a good point. Could be. In which case they wouldn't be able to replicate that.
Right.
They would have had to pay for that technology, and they probably didn't want to do that.
Nobody got time for that.
So, that brings us back to something we were talking about right before we went on the air, which is judgment. And how people judge you, or we judge people because of things that they do or say.
Okay.
I don't know.
Is that really a bad thing?
Well, yeah, I think it is. I don't think you should judge people.
You have to judge people.
Why?
Because how do I decide if somebody's good or not? How do I decide if I want to be friends with somebody?
The sum of their
actions. How do I
decide?
But you're judging them. You're judging them to be trustworthy. Or judging them to be a good person.
So let's define what judgment is.
I would say that judgment is like what a judge does. He says whether you're good or not so good.
Judges don't always do that, though. Sometimes judges award you $5 million or 5 cents. That's not saying
because he's decided how at fault you are for the thing.
But by giving you 5 cents, he's still saying you're good.
What I'm trying to fucking say, which you're completely missing, is judges aren't always negative, so judgment isn't always negative.
Okay, but we're trying to define judgment.
So fucking define it. Look it up. Do a Google search. I asked you
what your definition of judgment
and
was.
I gave it to you, and you didn't like it.
You used... It's like saying, why is the sky blue? Well, the sky's blue because it's blue. You used the word judgment to define judgment.
I didn't. I actually used the word judge to just define judgment.
Same difference.
No, it's not. Because I used it in a completely different context.
The ability to make considered decisions or come to sensible conclusions. And they say synonyms. Discernment, acumen, shrewdness, astuteness, common sense, perception. And then judgment can also be a misfortune or calamity viewed as a divine punishment. Okay. So do you agree with the definition? The ability to make considered decisions or come to sensible conclusions?
Yep. Then
you've got to give wiggle room for the wrong to be right and the right to be wrong. Because it's perception. And perception is dependent upon this where you're standing. Just like that picture that you're talking about with the world leaders and Trump. The news media puts one spin on it, but the people who are actually there put a completely different spin on it.
Did I ever once say that different people couldn't judge things different ways? No.
But that's why I say I don't think you should judge.
But you have to judge.
Why?
When you vote in an election, you're making a judgment.
No.
I'm making
a decision.
A considered decision is a judgment.
No.
You just read the definition.
It's part of the definition, but it isn't a judgment.
Yes, it is.
I don't think that I agree with you.
Well, that's fine. You don't have to agree.
Well, it sounds like I have to agree. I mean, you did yell at me about it.
Because you're not listening to me.
I am listening to you. What I'm saying to you... See, this is what happens.
Instead of disagreeing, you're just telling me I'm wrong.
I disagree. No, I disagree, and then you tell me I'm not listening. That's bullcrap. I'm listening. Or I wouldn't be able to disagree. Because I can't disagree with what I didn't hear. But disagreeing doesn't mean I'm not listening to you. It means I don't agree with you. And you can't fathom how anyone could possibly disagree with that. So you think I'm not listening.
You didn't initially disagree. You initially just told me that I was wrong. You just kept saying, no, no, no.
Well, if I thought you were right, I would agree with you.
Never mind.
I mean, isn't that what agreement means? That I think you're right?
Sure.
And disagreement would mean I think you're wrong?
But just because you disagree doesn't mean I am wrong. You may think that I'm wrong, but it doesn't mean you can just tell me that I'm wrong.
Well, clearly, until we figure out what the actual facts are, put it all together and analyze it and decide which way the thing falls, yeah, you could be right, you could be wrong. But in my opinion, as I said, you're wrong.
Okay.
And that's my opinion. I'm entitled to have my opinion. Okay. And see, now you're getting all judgy.
Nope.
In the topic about judgment.
I'm just not fighting with you about it. Why does that make me fucking judgy?
Listen to your tone of voice.
Yeah, because you're bothering me now by calling me judgmental. So now I'm annoyed. It's different.
And now I'm more than annoyed.
Okay.
So it's also different.
Yep, it is.
If you say so.
Well, good night, everyone.
Hi, everyone. This is Mike, and I truly hope you enjoyed this show. You're able to subscribe to this show on iTunes, Google Play, and Stitcher so as to never miss an episode. If, by chance, you did miss an episode here or there, you can catch up on all shows, past and present, by heading over to yogispodcastnetwork.com/TNR show. Thanks for listening.